Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I am Passioknit Kelsie and welcome to this very passionate vlog. Just scoot you guys over here, okay? Guys, it's August. It's August now. You going to school? Sorry, I'm sorry if you are. It's my birthday month. Not until later though, so don't worry about that. I am really happy to be in August. Last month went great. It was pretty busy. July is kind of like the month of birthdays. You know, I had my sister's birthday, my brother's birthday, my nephew's birthday, Caesar's birthday, and more. And then obviously I was trying to write the pattern all month. Scrunchie restock, regular restock, packing all of those orders. I filmed every day. Not really, I tried to film every day for a how much yarn can I use in 1 month video. If you guys haven't watched that, go back and watch it. And I did a little collab with Michaels. So, busy month for us. Oh my gosh, can't forget, I accidentally designed, well, I mean on purpose, okay. I designed a new bucket hat. Whenever I was working on my collab with Michaels, I went to the store and I bought a bunch of Loops and Threads classic cotton. I came home and I was like, need to make a project. And then since it was an ad, I was like, I should really either use one of my own patterns or I just need to design something new because I didn't want to use somebody else's pattern or design in a paid project. So I was like, well, we're gonna turn out a new design today and I'm just gonna go with a bucket hat because I love bucket hats and they're easy. And this is what I ended up with. And it turned out deliciously cute. Okay, I've already started writing the pattern. Once the pattern is done and released, I will follow that very shortly with the video tutorial. So that's exciting. I've just been making a lot of them, as you can see. I mean, only 5. This was the first one that I made. Still my favorite. Actually, I just love this color combination. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And then I made this one next. This one is a little bit more toned down. It's kind of earthy. We've got brown and tan and sage green. Still like really nice. I love the way that a 3-color combo just kind of like stands out, especially with the different stitch patterns on every row. Looks really good. And finally, I had to make one in a solid color because I hadn't done it yet. I wanted to see what it looked like. And there you go. It's still absolutely adorable. And this bucket hat is a bucket hat that I had started towards the end of the month. I was hoping I could get it in the July drop, but I didn't finish it in time. So there's that. So beginning of August, and we already have 6 bucket hats ready to go for the drop later, as well as 2 bandanas that I made last night while I was watching TV. Here's my current project. You'll never guess. Another bucket hat, yes. This time we're doing a 3-color combo with purples because you guys know I love purple. I started this last night as well after I finished those 2 bandanas and I got so close to the end, but I got too tired and I was like falling asleep while I was trying to crochet, so we're gonna finish her up right now. Let's talk about some goals that I have for the month of August. First and foremost, this pattern / tutorial. I'm going to write the pattern and film the tutorial now because I am like just craving making these bucket hats over and over again. And that's just a really good time to do it because I know at some point I'm gonna get tired of it. So right now, while we're in the groove, I wanna get the pattern and the tutorial done. The question is, do we release the pattern immediately or do we save it for the drop? Because the last Saturday in August is August 30th. That's a bit of a ways away, you know? So do we make everyone wait or do we release it like right after I finish writing it? And also right after I just released my last pattern, the Granny Hexagon cardigan. Is that too close together? 2 patterns back to back? Or is that a good thing? Or does it not matter at all? I guess, I don't know. What do you think? You guys probably want it immediately, right? Yeah, let me know. I'll think about it. So that's fresh on my mind. Also, some people have noticed that my merch store is down. I'm no longer selling merch through Bonfire, and right now, currently, I'm not selling merch anywhere. And that's because I want to change the way that I handle merch, basically. Maybe it was just Bonfire that I didn't like It is a print-on-demand website. First of all, you have to make a store on Bonfire. So it's kind of like Etsy in that way. It's a marketplace, I think. So I had a merch website that was separate from passionategoods.com. And I would rather have all of my merch on my website, passionategoods.com, so that you can get all of my stuff in the same place, you know? Merch, crochet items, patterns, all of it. So that was one thing. Another thing is that Bonfire does campaigns, and they're monthly campaigns. So they will only print and ship your items once a month. So like, let's say someone orders something at the very beginning of the campaign. Actually, a campaign doesn't start until you get the first order. So someone orders something, it's going to take a whole month for it to even get printed and shipped to them. And I didn't really like that, you know. I personally love a quick turnaround time whenever I'm ordering something and whenever something orders something from me. Anytime I get orders on my website, I am like rushing to pack that thing and ship it out, you know. It's kind of a business standard, and I want it to be the same across everywhere. And lastly, Bonfire does not send samples of merch. So if I wanted my own merch, I had to buy it full price. So I didn't get to see it until it was here. So I didn't get to see it unless I bought it. I didn't want to get one in every color. I think just after doing it for, I don't know, a couple years now, the cons outweigh the pros for me personally. It was convenient, like all I have to do is upload the design and put it on my shop, and then they handle all of the order side. They do the printing, they do the shipping, they do the returns, like whatever, and then I just get a check. So, you know, I didn't really have to think much about it, which was nice, but I want to be a little bit more involved, you know? So my plan is for sometime in August, I would love to find a local t-shirt print shop. I want to go in person. I want to talk to them about my plans, you know, selling merch, and I want to actually feel all of their t-shirts in person. I want to get good quality. I want to make sure everything's nice and organized, and trying to support local, you know. And then I would get them printed at the local print shop. I would go pick them up, bring them back home here, and I would have them all stocked so that at any point in time someone can put an order in, and then I will pack and ship the orders myself, just like all of my regular orders that go through my website. I've been looking into some local places. I'm working on getting some quotes. I'm gonna start ordering small quantities of designs. I am hoping to take some photos so it's not just like a digital render of a PDF file on top of a flat lay of a t-shirt, you know? And maybe even introduce some new designs eventually. Definitely gonna start with the original designs, the granny square shirt and the passionate definition shirt. But I'm definitely, I'm working on some stuff. I have some ideas. Okay. Other than that, my goals are to have a good drop. I'll turn 26 and have a good month, you know? That's what I want to do. What I'm going to do today though is crochet, because I feel like crocheting. I just got rid of all of my stock in the last drop. I've got nothing on my shelves, so I want to fill them back up. Seeing empty shelves is always a big motivator for me, so that's what we're going to do for the rest of our night.
From is that?
No, thank you. Wait.
We're so sorry for your loss. There's what should we do?
Well, guys, I finished our first bucket hat here. Looks lovely and beautiful. It needs a tag. I am nearly finished with our second one. It just needs three more, 2 rows, 3 to 2 more rows. But I'm gonna call it a night here because I'm super tired. I didn't get around to making any scrunchies. Took a break to eat dinner, and I was just working on this, and my hands started hurting like a little bit, and I'm tired, so I'm just gonna give myself like an early night, go to sleep right now. And we're back to working. Finish this up real quick, do our last 2 rows, and then we'll find something else to work on because that's what I do. I've been thinking about some other possible color combinations to make these in, because like monochrome, pretty easy, kind of a go-to. The first teal one, monochrome, this one's monochrome. I guess the earth tone one is not, because they're not all different shades of one color. So I want to do a little bit more of that. A little bit last night and this morning, I saw at least two, maybe 3 posts of people that have already made this bucket hat, just based on like the description of what I was doing in the vlog. I did say like what each row was in the video, you know, it wasn't a tutorial, I was just kind of talking, explaining. Being tagged multiple times in photos of people already making the design is definitely making me lean towards releasing the pattern earlier instead of waiting till the end of the month. Maybe. You know what, speaking of, probably what I'll do on the next bucket hat that we make is I will actually take photos for the pattern, because the sooner the photos are done, the sooner the pattern can be finished. Easy peasy. I would love to do pinks, but I don't know if I have 3 different pinks that go together very well. Maybe. I'll look. Hi, it's the end of the night. I tried to work today, but I woke up with a headache and it just kept getting worse and worse, and then I just went back to sleep for a while. Woke up for dinner, finished our second bucket hat, and now it's once again bedtime. I'm just gonna go back to sleep, so there you go. Hello, feeling much better today, so I'm hoping to get some work done. We're gonna start by tagging and taking photographs of these hats right here. Let's see if I have any fun colors left. I have the regulars, white, gray, and brown. This is all I have left of any fun colors. There's a variety, but none of these that go with purple. So we're just gonna go with a classic. You know what, I'm gonna do gray. The colors on here are a little cool toned, and gray looks just fine. Just fine. Okay, lovely. I'm just gonna take some pictures of this and then we can move on. Okay, the pile is growing. Photos taken, edited, uploaded to Shopify, listing made, scheduled for August drop, good to go. Need to find a new project to work on. I was gonna make another bucket hat and take progress photos for the written pattern, but we're about to leave the house. Can't do that on the move while we're getting lunch, running errands, stuff like that. So I just need to grab a quick car project, which is gonna be scrunchies. Why not? Let's make some scrunchies. Here's how the juicy wall is looking. There's some spots missing, although I still have all of these, but I don't have spots for these colors, so I'd have to like move a bunch of stuff. Anyway, whatever. I'm gonna go with super greens. Let's go. All right, we're back and one scrunchie richer. I'm gonna go ahead and pick out 3 new colors to work on another bucket hat. Something good. I'm not sure. We'll try some things. Right, here's the selection. Rose pink, soft violet, and don't know what this color is called. Ah, yes. Ah, yes. It's Jade Mist. They're all kind of like toned down, pretty chill. I feel like they go good together. So, that's the choice. This was a leftover cone that I had sitting up there, as you saw, and this one was in a scrap box. Same color, although different color lots. Barely, just barely can tell. But I think that this should be enough to make a whole hat with it and no longer have it in a scrap bin, so that's awesome. My ring light is already set up to take pictures back there, so that's the plan. Now we just make a bucket hat, row by row, stop every single time, take a picture. Well, I mean, not every row, I guess, but most of them. Okay. It's going great. So guys, while I'm doing this, I am also writing out every row for the pattern. Whenever I'm writing a pattern, I like to make the pattern at the same time. So what I'm doing is basically, I'm on row 4, about to do row 5. I just typed out row 5, and now I'm going to follow what I just wrote and see if it's correct, basically. Just make sure, you know, we're on the same page, writing wise and crochet wise. So I try to follow it as if I've never seen the pattern, you know, to make sure it's correct. It's basically like self-testing. I just read it and I do exactly what it says. Make sure I didn't miss anything. This is also where I count and make sure that like my repeat numbers are good. Repeat 22 more times. Yes. Yes. Once again, another day has passed where people are talking about this bucket hat design. Today, my how many yarns did I use in July video was posted, and they obviously saw me making the bucket hat multiple times and designing the bucket hat again. So I got multiple comments on that video talking about how excited they were about the pattern and how they really want to make it. So I'm doing it, I'm writing it today, and I will release it soon. I'm not gonna wait until the end of the month. I'll just release it whenever it's done. I know at the beginning of this video I was talking about like how I wasn't sure, blah blah blah, but I've decided. I just had to think it over a couple days, okay? Also, just writing it right now and seeing it all come together, it's like, yeah, I can get this done. And writing this pattern is honestly so refreshing after writing the hexagon cardigan pattern, because that one was so much bigger. And this is just little bucket hats, one size, it's easy. Guys, it's 8 o'clock. No, 7:30. I am getting tired. I'm getting a little bit of a headache from going back and forth, turning on the light and typing and pattern writing, whatever. I'm taking the rest of the night off, is basically what I'm saying. So I'll finish this tomorrow. We're back to finish this hat slash pattern photo taking process. Yep, I've just started the brim. We have 5 rows left, I think. I've also realized that this needs a name. So think about it. We can't just release a pattern that's called bucket hat. You know, that's too vague. It's not exactly granny stitch. It's not exactly V-stitch. That'll be on my mind. What was the last picture that we took? Okay. Easy. Easy peasy. Let's get to it. And just like that, we're done. What do you think? I think it turned out very cute. The pattern is nearly done. I've got a list of things that I need to do left over. First of all, I need to come up with a name. I need to work up a gauge swatch so I can put that in there. I guess I'm gonna weigh this maybe so I can put in how much yarn you need. And I've got to edit all the photos and put them in the pattern. So that is probably what I'm going to spend the rest of my day doing, but that is not very exciting for the vlog. So I'm going to leave you guys here. Thank you so much for watching this video. I do hope you liked it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel or Caesar's channel if you want to see more content with me in it. Leave a comment down below. What do you think we should call this bucket hat? Give it a name. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!